Hi, my name is Paul Martin. I'm an academic director for the National Alliance for Insurance Education and Research, and I'm glad to be with you guys today and hopefully help you understand some insurance issues that you may be facing.
What is cyber liability insurance?
Cyber insurance is a relatively new type of insurance that businesses and now even families are purchasing. First, it can protect you from a true liability standpoint. And that is if your computer systems, if you're a business, let's say, if you're hacked and people access your information, they steal customer data. The liability part is when you didn't protect your computer system. People got in there and were able to hurt other people with that information. This kind of hacking is going on every day, and some of the attacks on some of these businesses are unbelievably expensive. I mean, many millions of dollars worth of liability associated with it. And so these policies can help pay for some of that. Even families are buying it. This has become an important priority for more your high net worth kind of clients who have a lot of money, getting hacked in their own personal computers. Imagine somebody famous, like a Kim Kardashian or somebody, how big a target they would be for hacking. There's a lot of money involved, there's a lot of notoriety involved, there's brand involved, and the damage that people could do to it, or hold your computer system hostage, or hold pictures you have or video files you have hostage until you pay them in Bitcoin. And so that kind of stuff goes on, and it's multifaceted, and these policies are trying to respond to the threat. These kinds of policies, these kinds of coverages are even being added on as features onto homeowners policies. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing an evolution in the coverage as the threat evolves, and it'll be a thing going forward.
How do you know if you need it? How do you determine if this is something that I really need to invest in?
If you use computers, if you have customer data, if you're susceptible to a skimming kind of scam where they're getting credit card numbers as your computer is using it, I certainly think you need it.
One thing you said that was really interesting was that some of these cyber liability policies are being added on to homeowners policies. So would that cover all of your electronics as long as they're under your roof from being hacked?
It would depend on how they did the coverage. It really would. But all the same kinds of threats are there for somebody that just has a PC in their home.
And I'm sure there's a wide range of coverage and costs associated with that coverage. But for the most part, do you see it as being more beneficial to invest in those initial costs than to pay the price on the back end once something has happened?
The costs associated with a hack to a business, it's incredible. The cost is relatively modest compared with the size of the threat. Mm-hmm. You could almost say it's analogous to the way property insurance is. Paying your homeowners. You pay $1,000 a year maybe for your homeowners insurance to replace your $300,000 house? That's a bargain.
Right.
If your house would have burned down.
Right.
It's more like that. It's evolving into something that you really need because the alternative is disastrous. It takes a real sober look at your exposure, but I'd recommend to anybody that they consider buying it.